So it's day 24 and we're back in the pain cave for what is going to be the second workout on the bike this week. And things are going to be a little bit different today than they've been over the previous 3 weeks. And there's a couple of reasons behind that really. The first reason being, yesterday when I got off the bike, I just wasn't happy with the amount of effort I was having to put into some of the intervals during the session. I had a half an hour block at one point and my heart rate was hovering in zone 4, sometimes the bottom, sometimes the top. And when I was dropping back down into a recovery zone, it was taking 3 or 4 minutes for my heart rate to recover. And the more I thought about it when I got off the bike, and I know I've mentioned it numerous times in different diaries about the discrepancy between my power and my heart rate, but it hasn't been sitting right with me in my mind. So the more I thought about it, the more I just thought that I don't ever remember at this point of the year having to work in zone 4, and especially for extended periods of time. So I decided, after talking with Lisa, that I would contact Jamie, my coach, and I mentioned it to him, and straight away he said there is no way that I should be in zone 4 right now. You know, I'm in an endurance build and everything should be focused around zone 2, and we need to make an adjustment. And the reason why this has pretty much come around, sort of, I know why, when I think about it. At this point every year I generally do a ramp test or an FTP test to set my current fitness level, and so you can move forward from there. And because of the shoulder surgery, I haven't done that this year. I just bowled straight into 45-minute recovery workouts, and my FTP has stayed the same as what it was at the end of the summer, which was 280, I think it was. And so Trainer Road and Training Peaks still think my legs and my cardiovascular system have got 280 watts in them for an FTP, which it clearly hasn't. So after a chat, we decided that obviously I'm not in the right condition now with the sling to be able to take any sort of test to establish a good FTP number. So what we've decided is to move my FTP to 240 to try and compensate for the effort level and bring my heart rate back down into zone 2 where it should be. So I'm hoping that change is going to make a big difference today. Today's workout is an hour session. This was the other thing that we discussed. Jamie sort of thought now's the time to try and stretch out that 45 minutes to an hour. And try and sort of get over a little bit that discomfort that I'm feeling because of the sling, and grit it out a little bit just so we can get a bit more endurance in the legs. So I agreed to that, and today's effort is going to be an hour's long. There's no big long 30-minute blocks of effort. Today it's 2 10-minute efforts with a middle section of minute on, minute off cadence drills. The workout's going to keep me, I think, between 185 and 195 watts. So that's a big difference to what I've been doing over the past days, which was sort of 210 to 220 watts. So I think that's going to make a big difference and drop my heart rate down. You know, I'm not really bothered what my FTP says right now, and I'm never really that worried anyway. You know, bottom line is FTP is just a number, and I know people get carried away with it. I've got 300 FTP, blah blah blah, but at the end of the day it's just a training number to work from. So, you know, I'm not worried that I'm training at 240 right now. As long as I'm improving from this point, that's all good. So yeah, so I'm gonna go back in the house now. I'm gonna get myself changed, get ready, get in the saddle and see how this workout goes, and I'll let you know tomorrow if it was a success. So yeah, that's about me for today. So as always, I'll catch you next time, and this is the Triathlon Diaries, and I'm checking out.